Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. You know how big of an eye roll I just gave you right now, Hifumi? Hello, and welcome back to Danganronpa. Trevor Happy Havoc. This is going to be a big one because someone just died. So, what is going to happen in this? Now that someone's dead, what do we go from there? Let's find out. Hey, you're awake finally. Are you okay? Now's not the time for sleeping. Get up, huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
It's no surprise concerning what happened. What happened? Oh yeah, that happened. You okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw? It was real? That's right, it really did happen. Sayaka is dead. Wah, wah, wah. Deep dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shut up and took off running. Where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if she is...
just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
What?
Listen to us, man. What do you think's going to happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it going to do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all just hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. Wah, wah. I realized she was really gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But
So...
I'm the one who convinced him to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices that we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
Yep, there's the bear. Hello, Monokuma. I like his character. I just hate him at the same time. I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey.
Let's...
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Go away, Siri. Okay. I mean, are you using that to listen in on me, Monokuma? Is that it? Unless someone violates the school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
Listen up.
I'm famous to safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But...
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shut up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope. Sorry, one of you's not a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious? Someone?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? Isn't it amazing what people are capable of?
Just hold on.
Hold on, don't assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb, that's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave. What was he laughing for?
What?
Yeah, exactly. Why are you laughing? It's because... Naive, you're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can't just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey.
You're super
Come
naive.
on now.
Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. There's always a second part, Monokuma. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one or more part of the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps...
Referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulations. Anyone follows it? If you were the black and that committed the murder, you can be found out by the other students. That is what you're talking about, is it not?
In other words...
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial. Yep, it'll be a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the black man who committed the murder, and they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end.
So choose wrong and die.
As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well,
So what exactly is this punishment you talking about? Well, I would put it simply, execution. Execution?
what?
And by execution you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Okay. So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die, but if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get killed?
Well,
What a smart little
done.
chimpanzee. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside... It's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing, which means you'd be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I described to your handbook. Make sure you keep it in mind. Okay.
Hey,
So hang on, let me look at the regulation. Rule number 7. Once a murder takes place, the class trial will begin shortly thereafter. Participation is mandatory for all surviving students. If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone be executed. If the guilty party is not exposed, they alone will graduate, and all remaining students will be executed. Additional school relations will be as necessary. Oh, that one thing. Hold on a second.
The hell are you talking
You're
about?
freaking insane, you know that?
What the?
Class trial? What is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
what's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone?
What?
Are you seriously saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you talking about?
What punishment? I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want, I'm not going to be a part of this.
I don't believe it!
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's not got nothing to do with me. The evil's standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist to the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then... Oh, dear.
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Okay.
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation.
I mean, wait.
I invoke the mighty summon spell! Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear!
Who's that supposed to be? Oh. 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 Well.
This wasn't supposed to... Why... me?
Okay. And just like that, she never moved again. Dang.
No way!
Oh, well...
Well now.
I mean, you have a promise. Now, I really want to keep the course from popping up for no good reason, though. But I guess you all need to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. I know you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Oh, dear. Well... Okay, then. The moment someone's life came to an end. Yeah, nobody could deny what Justine Junko would tell a second ago, but our friend was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. She just went and died. It's no more remarkable the inevitable demise of the entire human race. We are not inevitably going to be wiped out. That's not true. Just natural as the eventual end of the world itself. Talk about from biblical sense, but even then, from man's point of view, no. This isn't some superhero comic. It's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would just put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time?
Damn it!
Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file is all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it...
The Monokuma file!
Oh dear. I mean, naturally you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only ever do so much with a corpse. So instead I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and the cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then,
So you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting. How is that comforting, Kyoko? How?
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't want to have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. Okay then. Stunned and confused, left us at a total loss. That was Junko's dead body growing colder right in front. Yeah, what do they do with the dead bodies? I mean, for who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a shock, of course. There was more to it than that. There was also the idea that one of us actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had happened to her. Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is all lose faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone.
What?
Huh?
In other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who do you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about it and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you, anyone who can adapt will die? Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or willing to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing, because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right, we need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in heck am I letting someone kill me. Alright, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone just keep repeating that sentiment. They're just using it like a mantra to give themselves strength, but they're right, we have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then it's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. It's terrifying to find out, but still I have to know. Otherwise, I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do... Okay, all this about choice. Goodness. Yep, she's dead. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body, touched her wrist, checked for a pulse like I do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on, just wait a second. She's dead? That means
What?
everything that's just happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real?
Let me out of here!
Someone save me, let me out of here. Someone help me. Oh boy.
What's your
You're
problem?
just now accepting that? I mean...
Hey,
Before we start searching for us, we need to decide on what to do about searching the crime scene. What do you mean? Think of putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
what? Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want.
So then.
I'll stay on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op defense with the two of... Ifumi, this is not this is not balloon tower defense.
But
so then,
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should just split up. Yes. Alrighty.
so,
Actually,
goodbye.
We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Interesting.
Help me!
Oh gosh. Hero's not investigating. I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. That's fair enough. Stay in my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. I'm looking at the lint roller. It looks like there was way less than there was here before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used to attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I should have been surprised at gold and gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coatings come off in parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially missing a lot of its coating. Remember, the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's the key on here that has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly. Oh, that's right, we have to trade keys. When we switch rooms, we switch keys, so I would have to be in the key room. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get in my room in the first place? Did Sayaka forgot to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. That same goes for you, so no matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it, otherwise what's the point of even switching? Saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it, or opened it for any reason. Maybe she dropped a key somewhere and someone else grabbed it for something. No, it's not possible either. Sayaka wasn't here when we switched rooms. And with how scared it was, she wouldn't have gone walking around. She couldn't have just dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullet section. Notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Toolkit's still inside. I don't see any evidence been used at all. Which makes sense. I mean, it's mine. I haven't really know. I can't imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this. Yeah, seriously. Omado. It means I can move, but to be building furniture, right? So I haven't used yours either, in
What?
Not just me. Nobody's busted hers out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
none of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. It's the display stand the sword was on. Oh, Kyoko appeared. This means yes, and plus the sword's been taken out of its sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone uses a sword in a struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. And if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? I do not know. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Some kind of fight in my room. I was right in the other room. If I heard something, that would not have been possible, huh? Don't you remember? All our rooms are completely soundproof, so something could happen in the room right next to it, and there's no way you would know. Perhaps there's another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What happened here? A lot of things happened here. Hey Kyoko, I called her name when she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She's down on knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't think she has contacts. I don't know what she's doing today, but she needs to be concentrating pretty hard on it. Interesting. A few things, she suddenly stood up straight and said, "Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around me one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey.
Just as I expected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
So...
Search your floor from one corner to the other, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it. Someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well...
That's the question, isn't it? Makoto's room clean has been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook. Well, isn't that interesting? Alright. Well, there's only one thing left. Yep. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Force myself to push to panic and stepped in the bathroom. Oh boy. Looking at her made it perfectly clear it wasn't a thing or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears, but I can't hesitate now. Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Alrighty. Well, obviously. I pulled out the monocle and found a very what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach that must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? It's definitely something I should look into later. Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's also sort of glittery there on that wrist too. Right there where the wrist is swollen, there's something. Yeah, that's the gold from the sword or something. Some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only on her left finger? That must have happened early on. I mean, how could her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? Someone stepped on it? I don't know. Killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted a deadly wound. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw 11037. That looks like an N. I'm looking at it upside down. Looks like Leon. Looks like Leon. I'm just saying.
It would seem...
Looks like you found it, right, Mako? The bloody numbers. That's mostly Sayaka's dying message. Never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message, as if she wrote it with life herself.
Right.
You often talk like an inspiring poet. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what they could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote numbers means she wanted to make sure her body blocked them. She wrote them in that claymation while she was singing the way we found her. And she must have wrote them only turning her hand toward the wall. If you were able to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well...
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise the case will end and you remain unconvinced. I think I know who did it. Because if you look at it, it sounds like...
Makoto.
Broken? Oh, you mean like how it gets stuck?
What?
Got stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one. The door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked, but once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Uh-huh.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually I'm in front of the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
Didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoka said and shut the bathroom door. Yeah, the doorknob's crooked. The doorknob was practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
So I must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, obviously that was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
Guess maybe they're trying to get the door unlocked and end up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought, then apparently stuck with some realization she had a question of me.
Just a second.
I have one more question for you. You mentioned earlier your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Saka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Saka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense she was really starting to get into all this.
see.
And that clears that all up, huh? What clears it up?
Goodbye.
See you later. Okay, well, she just leaves. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay. So let's see. Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Naka's name on it. This is Sayaka's room, but the nameplate has my name on it. Nameplates in my room and Sayaka's room were switched, so all that effort put into switching rooms without anyone knowing is totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Okay. Go in her room, or... yeah, her room again. Yep, the DVD was... I need to borrow the... Very strange. Miss Maggie was Miss Maggie. Let me just say this. I absolutely would not let you dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty?
Monokuma
Oh.
appears!
Trash room, that's where all that trash school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate
No,
open?
no, you can't go any further!
Only person on cleaning duty is allowed in cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Who's on cleaning
No,
duty?
you can't go any
Okay,
further!
come on, man.
No, you can't go any further!
Shut up, man. Gosh. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It's just so happens when I come and talk to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Let someone on cleaning the school be full of trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. It's going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room.
Here we go!
Of course, it's my job to gather up all the garbage tossed in the trash room. So you have the... Okay.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get to the trash room, and the only person cleaning has access to the key? What's the point in going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw things out whenever you want? That does seem more
So
convenient.
in other words,
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student becomes black and will graduate unless they are discovered.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The throw would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than
Hey, you
that,
bastard.
why do you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did it.
Is it
You want to dig all through the girl's trash looking for, poking around. What? Why?
There's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
There are all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you get tired of 2D and then turn to...
Completely unforgivable!
I would never get tired of 2D. Okay. The only thing 3D is good for is shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? I'm sorry about Hifumi's question from earlier. There's a very easy solution. Whenever guys clean duty, Sakara can accompany them from picking up the trash to dispose of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. So you certainly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village. Okay, shut up with that. I was hoping to get in the trash room and look around.
You got it!
So easy. Oh, gosh. Let's... Yes. I didn't... They never stopped... What? What are you talking about?
Da 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 da!
Use the flip switch, and then... Aha.
Mr. Naegi! Without a doubt!
Surely you aren't planning to use trash and destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No. Just wanted to see if the actual killer tried destroying evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see what you left anything behind? Wait, maybe a parallel world? Okay. Alright, this is the incinerator. It's the way back part of the trash, and it's good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes,
It's pretty
indeed.
simple. So you press the green button to get going and the yellow button to turn them off. Sooner or later you'll be cleaning you, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone tried to turn the incinerator on. Okay, it certainly was off last time I was down here.
Was it a
Perhaps it was work of a fairy? Do you realize what you just said? The fairy? No, you said the last time you were here the incinerator was off. Yes, that there could be no mistake. I've got one thing for going, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Okay. Yes, as soon as that was the point I came down and checked the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. Since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Okay. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. Burnt piece like a hunk? Like a... Anyway, this is a piece of cloth in the shape. It's part of a sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, it's definitely blown to the cuff, which means it's all left some evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with a button-up shirt. This is enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Okay. Shards of broken glass scattered around the front of the incinerator. Looks like he's using some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this...
Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. You know how big of an eye roll I just gave you right now, Hifumi? Shut up. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see in a big city street corner. Gaze into it and show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who said it was on that quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I guess what you're saying is, but who did this particular ball balloon is the only person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. Better go find out for sure. Okay. She wouldn't have died if she switched rooms with her, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms. She's dead because of me. Then it should have been me that died. Oh, because right now it's definitely a possibility. That's truly due. Then, yeah, look, there's a knife missing. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big and small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or? Did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird. I thought it was kind of strange. The knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh wait, it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
No, last I remember they're all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, when I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, I mean, all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall and someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure, you could tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. I always accounts, but not of your truth bullets. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. You know, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys are supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people come become friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Hey, here, can I ask you something? Can I get out of here? Can I get out of here? Here, snap out of it. What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the heck?
What the heck?
Well, I bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable, so how did it break?
What?
It was actually just made of glass and not crystal. That guy totally duped me. Pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. Why would it belong to George Washington or Napoleon or Genghis Khan? Was that? Yes, it was BS, man. So you can say without doubt this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. Probably forgot in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. For something that belonged to Genghis Khan, you're very lackadaisical with it. Left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Has an update in the truth bullet section. Thanks, Sarah. That's all I want to know. Sure. I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? For 2 full years, came out to like $1 million? Oh gosh. It's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you power to control the world. That's just... Oh boy. Alright, cheer up. Cheer up. I was hoping you could ask you something.
Huh?
What is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the number 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, they could be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chiro slowly shook her head. I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. According to maybe she knows more and not letting on? No, couldn't be. Alright, so I gotta do the video. I should be able to use it to see what's on the DVD. DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen, put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... Looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage front center was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka! She was there, along with her friends. She had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of this crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
What happened? In the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What? Disappeared from the stage, was now in ruins, but then I noticed something more on that. It was the figures of the other girls who all simply collapsed. I don't think they just collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Dang. After graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in this world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take this thing this far? Ding dong, bang bong. Oh boy.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Let's say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
Okay.
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. So that's the door, huh? So are we about to get into the trial? Okay then, well, before we do the trial, I want to save. You wish to overwrite? Yes. Alrighty. So I'm going to say we're going to about to get into the trial, so that's going to be good for me. I'll just make sure again. Yes. Alrighty. So thank you for watching this. And the next episode of this is going to be the trial. Alright, so thank you for watching. Hopefully we find the culprit or we're all dead. So thank you for watching and bye.